Hi, everyone. I'm Sharon Spindler, and I've had the pleasure of working with community banks as an account executive at OnBoard for almost 6 years. I'm joined today with my colleague, Steve Sewell, our sales engineer, who has been with OnBoard for more than 10 years. Today, we would love to give you a quick look at OnBoard, share what makes us unique in helping community banks, and show you how simple the experience can be for you. But before we jump into our platform, I want to share with you why and what makes OnBoard so unique for community banks. OnBoard was founded more than 20 years ago in the server room of Purdue Federal Credit Union. Our platform has been purpose-built with the direct input and feedback from the leadership team. So from the very beginning, we were solving real governance challenges alongside the people experiencing them. That early partnership shaped OnBoard around the real-world needs of financial leaders, administrators, and board members, rather than a software company simply assumed they needed. That same spirit continues today, not just in how we build our platform, but in how we work with our customers. From implementation through ongoing support, our goal is to form a genuine partnership from day one. We understand the importance of community banks and the role you play in your communities, and we are committed to being there for you every step of the way. We are also incredibly proud to have been endorsed by the ICBA for nearly 12 years and to be trusted by close to 600 of ICBA community banks. And just recently at the ICBA conference in March, we had so many of our customers come up to us, some even seeking us out specifically, just to tell us how much they loved OnBoard. Moments like that really reinforce the relationships we built and the impact the platform is having for community banks. That said, Steve is going to show you how straightforward the experience is from a board member's perspective. Steve, I'll turn it over to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sharon. OnBoard is a browser-based application, but we have apps available as well for iOS as well as Android devices. Many of our board members use those apps to interface with OnBoard primarily. If we navigate up to the top of our dashboard, you'll see that OnBoard centralizes all the content that is pertinent to the individual that's signed in. So in this case, I'm a board member, and I've been invited to attend this board of directors meeting, maybe this audit committee meeting, or maybe even this executive team meeting here. I see it because I've been invited. So OnBoard, again, is centralizing everything pertinent to me. Over here on the right-hand side, you'll see that we have different action items. So OnBoard is more than just a document management system. It's more than just a meeting management system. This is a tool where you can do things like conduct assessments, surveys, and vote on different objects, even sign off on documents. What we'll take a look at here first, though, is this board of directors meeting. You'll see that within the system, we have the time, the date, the name of the meeting. We also have an in-person address, as well as our remote meeting link. OnBoard supports in-person meetings as well as remote and hybrid. When a board member signs into the tool, typically what they do is they simply click where OnBoard says open book, and OnBoard shows the agenda of this meeting on the left-hand side and the board book over here on the right. Navigation is very easy for a board member. They just use their mouse or they use their hand and navigate through the different pages within the board book. And you'll see that OnBoard highlights where we're at over here in the agenda. You'll also see that OnBoard has a green check mark, as well as a link here, the example I have, the approval of minutes. Within a meeting itself, you can select this link, and you can cast a vote directly within the software. OnBoard captures your signature. It does all of this as a part of the meeting. I'll go ahead and sign and vote here. A couple of other quick points. OnBoard allows you to annotate directly on top of your materials, and this is especially powerful for board members in advance of a meeting, rather than having to use Microsoft Word, rather than having to handwrite out notes. This all stays within the system. So if a board member creates an annotation on their laptop, as I'm doing here, and then they open up OnBoard on their iPad or their smartphone, they'll see the same annotation. And you'll also notice on the left-hand side, we have some very handy readouts that say, help me prepare, with a bit of preview text. If I select any one of these help me prepare buttons on the left-hand side, OnBoard has many AI features built within the application, and board members really appreciate this, particularly using the system to be able to provide summaries of documents. It's not a tool that's meant so much to take away board members' responsibility to prepare adequately for meetings. But if you have particularly lengthy board books, this is a great way for board members simply to understand what should I be prioritizing. And you'll see this readout that we have over here on the right-hand side. It's worth noting that the AI features within OnBoard are siloed solely to your instance. So what that means is that this data is not being used to train a larger language model. It's entirely private for the individual that's using the AI features at that point in time. So as you're seeing here, the goal is to make everything feel familiar and intuitive, regardless of how comfortable a director may be with technology. Board members can access everything they need in one secure place without searching through emails, downloading multiple attachments, or wondering whether they're reviewing the most current version or most recent version of a document. They can prepare in advance, participate more fully during the meeting, and complete important actions without having to move between several different systems. I'll go ahead and kick it back then to you, Sharon.
Great. Thanks so much, Steve. So what Steve has shown today is only a small portion of what OnBoard can support. OnBoard is more than a place to upload and store meeting materials. It is purpose-built governance platform that connects preparation, collaboration, meetings, discussions, approvals, and your institutional memory. Of course, Steve and I work for OnBoard, so you certainly do not have to take our word for it. We encourage you to reach out to your community banking colleagues and peers who have firsthand experience with OnBoard, including the team at ICBA of Alice Frazier, ICBA Chair and CEO of Potomac Bank, and Derek Williams, ICBA past Chairman and CEO of Century Bank and Trust. You can also speak with community banks such as Field and Main Bank in Kentucky, Ocean Bank in Florida, First Hope Bank in New Jersey, Hartford Bank in Maryland, Community Bank of Parkersburg in West Virginia, and First Community Bank in Wisconsin, just to name drop a few. They can share what the experience has been like from implementation, how smooth the transition was, whether their non-tech savvy board members truly adopted the platform, and what kind of impact it has made compared to their prior processes. Steve and I would also be more than happy to schedule a tailored demonstration for your community bank. I want to thank the ICBA for our partnership and giving us the opportunity to spend a few minutes with your members today.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.